All right, y'all. This is your Bo Bishop Drayster, aka Andre Clark. It's been a while since I did a live. I've been focusing on some other things, but I'm back. So we're gonna do a little bit of do some live stuff. All right. So this is the B3 Hammond organ. Make sure I've already turned it on. My drawbar settings around the 7 or the 6. Let me go 6. All right. Yeah, push it around about 6. I did a video on drawbar settings and how that works. Basically, let's just say we have all the drawbar settings in. I'll just do a quick little review. Let's say all of that 0. You have 9 sets of drawbar settings: B flat preset and B preset buttons in it. B flat operates the upper manual on the first set, 9 set of drawbar settings. Then the B preset for these set of 9. Okay. So my bass line is two drawbars for that. It gives you the deep draw, bass line, or you go up to the high, octave high. Even though I'm on a low C sharp bass line. Now we have the D. Okay, so give you a quick overview of this, or review of that. So when I originally was first learning how to play the organ, of course, this is how I kind of used to play with the 2 brown ones out to the 8. So 8 8 8 8 0 0 0 0 0. Remember, there is 9 drawbar settings. So 8 8 8 8 0 0 0 0 0 0. Then that means I can play my bass line, that type of stuff. Back in the day, and we would do the same thing for the next set of drawbar settings. I never really messed with these at the time because I really didn't know a lot about the organ to that extent, so I didn't know that. I only knew about this one and this one here, the white one, B flat preset, and that operates the lower manual. Same scenario, 8 8 8 8 8 0 0 0. And then I just go to the bass line, and that's kind of how I used to play when I first was learning how to play Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I was running my own bass line with the hand. Alright, and then of course, whatever the left hand is doing, foot pedal, my foot pedals are doing the same thing. My foot is doing the same thing. Okay, I'm gonna say something that my grandson said to me earlier. I said, "Hey, what's your feel about the organ?" He said, "Well, Grandpa, to be real honest with you, it's a whole lot of coordination there, and coordinating my hands, where my hands need to go, my feet. It's kind of quite a bit to take in." And I said, "That is true." I remember being there and being not really overwhelmed, but just trying to figure this thing out. Okay, so but whatever the left hand is doing in the bass line, if you're doing it, you're basically doing it. If you singleize it. My pedals is following me. And I'm hitting all of the 12 notes. We might call it 12 keys. Now if I want to try to go up, I gotta move my body up over some so I can get to the other pedals that's moving up, down there, up along what we might, I don't want to use the word scale, but just up the board, so to speak. So wherever my left hand is doing, pedals is there. So we took an easy song and go, I trust in God, pedal, my Savior. My pedals in my left hand going, my pedals is going wait, what? Alright, see, and so my pedals is gonna go with me. Alright. With the pedals in the left hand. Now, when we playing chords with two-handed chords, then you would have to already know your bass line. All right, you already would have to know your bass line. It will be in my mind that even if I was playing the left hand like this, my Savior. My pedals go or whatever chord I want to play, right? So nowadays, we have found a better way of doing some stuff, and I found a better way of doing some stuff, and start learning that hey, these guys are playing. I mean, like I was wondering, like how are these guys playing so nicely and so good? What is it that they're actually really doing? So I found out much later on that they playing their chords inside close together, and I'm like, oh yeah, it took me a minute to get that and to understand what was actually going on with it. So I started learning to now figure out chords. Back in the days, I didn't know a lot of chords. I just only know how to play what I know. That was it. You ever heard that saying? If you haven't heard it, this is the saying. You only can play what you know, and that's all I did. That's all I played is what I only knew. And these were my first several chords that I learned when I was first learning when I was 16 years old. My grandson is 16 years old. Well, these were my very first several chords that I taught myself in vacation Bible school back in the many days back when yeah. All right, so yeah. Alright, so just kind of wanted to give you the idea about the drawbar settings. The first set of 9 operates the B flat preset. The next set of 9 operates the next set of drawbars, which are 9 is the B preset. You go down to the lower menu, it's the same scenario. You have the same drawbar settings for the B flat preset, and then you have the B preset for the next set of 9 drawbars. And this is on the lower menu. Alright, so anything else we could talk about that as far as the other functions, but I just wanted to give you that idea on if you're a new organ player and you want to learn how to play the organ. Just note that this is how the drawbars are set up for the precepts. Now on my organ, my precepts at the upper manual are pretty decent. I don't even have to play none of the drawbar settings on the upper menu of the keyboard. On the lower one, let's see. I'm not feeling it. Let me see. I don't like it. Maybe that one with E flat preset. Let's go to E. Well, I guess E is okay. I don't have to use no drawbar settings at all whatsoever. Just okay. I like the E flat seems okay. Seems to be let's go F sharp with it and see. This week. Okay. The G, okay, G preset. try A flat. Ooh, sounds terrible. Sound like. Yeah, I'm not really feeling this. Try A. Ooh, sounds funny. It sounds a hot mess. Alright, so therefore I know where I'm at with my precepts for the lower manual, but so let's go back to the B flat preset. And then what I do is I set up the organ on how I want to play it. You know, now if I pull out the drawbar settings, let's say 6, 6, and 6, and 3. Let's see what we get. Now I have to move my chord movements up at the top. We're not down here. We gotta move here. Making sure my drawbars are working. Okay. So yes. So I will preset the drawbar settings so I can. Go, say I want to go 7 and 7 and 3. Oh, sorry, 7 0 7 3. And let's say I want to skip the next one and stay 0 and pull out the white one 2. And I want to take the 2 black ones and I want to bring them out to about 3. One, which is the 9th one, I want to bring it out just to maybe a 2. Let me give it a 2.5, 3. Let's bring it up some more and bring it out to a 4. See that? I used to bring my drawbar settings out to the 8, and this just make the organs more louder, and my chords gonna be more choppier, basically. Louder, basically. But everything has its purpose. But because I've taken my ears out, both my ears, left and right ears, so I pretty much try to take it easy and try to bring my drawbars into like the 7. So I have 7 0 7, or I might have 7 2 7 3. Let's make this one 1. The other one 2.5. The next one over 3, 3, and 2.5 on the end. So I'm feeling that for the lower manual, and then I may go and say, let's go and go 1 0 7 7 3. Let's go up and bring it up to like 6, and the next one I'll go 4, and the next one, let me see, can we go 2? Let's go 2.5, and the last 2 I'm gonna keep them in at 0 0. So now I'm gonna go to B preset. See the difference? Now if I want a little bit of brightness, I'll take the last one, which is number 9, and bring it out to maybe, let's bring it to 2.5. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Now the number 8, I want to bring it out almost near 2. Let's bring it to a 2. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Or what I also can do is bring the 2 black ones out, which is be 7 and 8, to about 5, and let's see what I get. Yeah. Oh, you see what I'm saying? So it all depends on what your ears want to hear, you know, basically, you know what I'm saying? So if the ears want to hear certain things, preset, and let's do the same thing, but it may not be as cracking, but more of a mellow type of thing. Y'all get the point. All right. So the drawbars have their functionings on how you want to set things up and so forth and so on. So now I come up to the upper menu, I set it up, and I want to be super mellow. I'll go 0077. I said I wasn't going to get into this, but I'm going 0077, and I want to have that low key, and now that brings me down here into the middle of the keyboard. That type of style. Okay, and then I'll do the same thing, 00, I'm sorry, yeah, 0077, 9311, no, 00739, no, 0077, I'm gonna go, 5, and I'm gonna go, let's say 3, and so but I'm going, remember it's 9 drawbar sets, so 1 is 0, number 2 is 0, number 3 is 7, number 4 is 7, and then number 5 is 5, and number 6 is 4, and number 7 is 3. I'm gonna go 3.5, and then I want to leave the last 2, which is 8 and 9, in on 0 and see what I like about it. Now, I might want to get a little bit of a little bit of, maybe not too much of it. So that will be number 8. I might just go ahead and tweak this out and bring it to a 2.5. And then I'm going to bring 9, and I'm going to bring it out to about 1 and about 2. I'm going to bring it to 2. Because my ears are sensitive, so woo, yeah, I'm feeling that. Because I don't want that in my ear too much of it. However, it's not gonna kill me too much. That's if I'm trying to make a point. If I don't want that too much of it, and then I'm gonna bring it into 2. Calm it down, son. Calm it down, son. Calm it down, son. And if I want it all the way out, then I'm all the way out on the pitch. If I want to be all the way out of those other voicing, now I'm all the way out. But I can still play this. And still do the same thing on the upper menu. Let's do this one settings and see what we get. But now I have to shift my body out. I feel a little bit of, here it is. There it is. I feel just a little bite. Now, do that. So you have choices. I told you my ears are sensitive, so I might want to change up. You, as a keyboard player, organ player, you might want to, depends on your ear. Or, if you want to brighten it, now bring that out. If it's too much, sound on how you want to play, or what you want to play. It's one thing is about what you end up playing, but it's another thing on how you want to sound. Okay, all right. So you want a certain sound, then you set it up on that sound that you want. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Yeah, it's one thing chording, but it's another. How do you want to sound when you're doing it, though? Right, that's how you want to sound when you're doing whatever it is. All right. Okay. So I guess I went on ahead and address what I said I really wanted to do. But anyway, teaching myself to play chords and building on chord progressions over time, you have to learn chords and do them in all 12 keys. So I mentioned the minor 9, the minor 11 with the flat 5, basically, whatever one you want to start with. Alright, so now you see I chose the mellow, alright, down here, and transpose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, back down. And if I want to be brighter, then I'll go that route. The same thing I would do with transposing what the other drawbar said. I forgot what I was doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11, and then 12. Now I probably would have started that voicing down much lower, but you start wherever you need to start at. And this is all in the play by sight. All right, play these dope chords, play like the pros, do this stuff. You'll be able to play in no time. As a matter of fact, what's today? Monday. So if you new and you trying to learn, you got all the way until Sunday to learn how to play these dope chords. If you haven't already got your book, not already, but if you have not, go order it. I got all of the dope chords in there. So when I get to the organ, I kind of have an understanding that I didn't put the bass line in here, but I do understand that generally, sometimes, usually, in some cases, whatever your left hand is doing, that will be your bass line. Not in all cases. In some cases, you may have to find the bass line. All right. So I didn't have a chance to do it with this book as much because at the time I was ill and sick, almost unto death. So basically, when I started to try to get back into my hands moving again and my fingers moving again, my legs and my arms and the rest of my old beings moving a little bit, what I had a little bit of strength in me at the time, I continued to try to finish the writing of this book, or put this book together. And so I had in mind to do the bass line before trying to publish it, but at that time I wasn't for sure where I was going to be at physically, or period. I wasn't for sure if I was going to be here on earth moving forward because I was really extremely sick. So with this being said, I'm just saying now I understand that I can play my minor 11 with the flat 5, and I can play maybe 2-3 different bass lines. So I will do that over the F bass, and you heard my grandson doing it earlier today, and I had him doing this, and then I even told him to throw the cluster in there, and that's what you heard him doing, the cluster. But we call this the minor second, and I had him doing the minor second with the tritone, and I also actually had him playing the triad chords, adding what we call the 2, but we also call it the 9 in D flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, right? And so yes. But yeah, so get back to what I said about my grandson. He said, man, I ain't gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a little bit complex, but trying to get my coordination together. And I said, you know what? it's the same thing with me. I have to sit here and try to practice to get my coordination together, and that's what practice is really all about. You sit and you practice until you can get that comfortable sound, get that smooth. You know, it might in the beginning be. Oh, hold on. Oh, hold on. Let me get my fingers together. And that's what he was saying. You know, I was trying to get my fingers together. And that's the funniest thing for him to say that because he noticed, hey, I got to get my fingers together. Now, my grandson got big hands. He got them football hands. So it's like, yeah, he got big hands. So he has to, what I say, work on what they call your dexterity. Because he got big hands. The boy got big hands. So for him to, as I was watching the video when I was doing the video, I said, "This boy got big hands." It's like his fingers, one finger wants to cover two notes like this, and I can't even do that. I have to use literally two fingers to cover. Yeah, it's like his whole thumb and fingers all want to do. I can't even do it like this. It's funny when I look at his hands when he's playing. But I told him, I said, yes, sometimes it's in the tip of the finger. It's not always in your whole hand, the whole finger. It's just in the tip of the finger. You got to get, that feel for the move. But considering him being 16 years old and he's actually literally playing the chords I showed him, that's impressive to me. And I even told him, and even he was hitting an extra note by accident. I said, oh, by the way, since you're doing that, you might as well hit that too. Because guess what? I do it too. All right, and then I heard him accidentally hitting the extra note here. I said, you know what? You might as well go around and go. Because all you're doing is I call it bending or gracing into. Because his thumb, like I said, his hands, his fingers are actually touching two notes at the same time, and I'm like, man, man, you be. Oh wait, my hand can sort of do that, but I can't get him to do that. Alright, so if you notice, I switch around. I try to see how it sounds with the different drawbar. Everything is a practice, y'all. Alright, so everything is a practice. It's not like, well, I can do this in my mind. It's one thing doing it in my mind, and it's a whole nother ball game coming to the instrument and sitting down actually putting the chords together. All right, so that is what I consider the norm. That's the norm. You will feel a little bit awkward and weird and uncomfortable doing stuff because it's your first time doing it, and yeah. So all right, so I'm gonna be quiet and I'm gonna play some chords. And as I said, transposing chords from one key to the other. And Play by Sight addresses this issue that I know a lot of us have issues, and I can go from tritones to other triad and just change the bass. And see, I was already doing it. And it was an accident. Oops. It was just an accident. And I'm transposing. If I transpose everything the same way I did from one key to the other. Let me give me some bright. Also, I was giving the pointers that you can play your chord solid and you can stagnate it. Right? So there's different ways of approaching stuff, you know. Left, 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 right, left, left. You can transpose it. Now it's kind of cool to have like a beat or something that can help out with what I consider, if you're learning chords, to help you memorize them. You can do countdown. All right, I'm gonna do the first chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. A flat. Hold on. Wait. Well, that sounded funny. Okay, we'll bring it. We'll bring it. There it is. Here we go. My bad. Right, you're getting the point. So now you can do your practice that way. You can do it with the beat. You can do it without the beat. It's all about basically making sure you learn your chords. Because later on, when it comes down to it, you're gonna be using it. So I love you though. I love you though. I love you though. Here comes 7-3. Right, that's 7-3. To the 7-3 is the 3 voice. I mean any key, all right, and that was D flat, okay. And so if you learn chords, if you don't know chords, my play-by-sight book is going to give you these chords, every type of chord you can imagine. Every chord is gonna be in my play-by-sight. So you got I love you, I love you. I love D flat. Even this one. Major major 7 flat 5. Now because we're on the bass line, it's C7 sharp 9, C7 sharp I always mix this up. C7 with the flat sharp 9 flat 5. And then also we have the sharp 5. So I can do any one of those. To the 7, it's the chord I just told you, that minor 11 with a flat 5. And then the major 9 chord. Remember the chord I did yesterday was the preacher go. It was about transposing. It was the transposing mode. And also the changing of the bass line. See, it's now brought me to the chord that I was planning on being at, because I changed the bass line from E flat to A flat. You got A flat down to G, ba ba da. Now that puts me on E flat, makes me play the minor 9 11. E flat, minor 9 11. But if I change the bass line to a different bass line and start it on E flat, then that brings me to B flat, minor 9 11. Alright, so I'm saying? Alright, so anyways, doing chords, if you don't have enough chords underneath your belt, my play-by-sight edition number 1 and 2, I got you. Go on over to get your book so you can get these dope chords and play them and have them underneath your fingertips. That's an event that you unable to have take organ lessons or keyboard lessons and stuff like that. All of the chords, I dropped them in that book. I can't wait to finish my 3rd edition because that is going to be the most extreme I'm gonna call it the Infernoism. That one over there with these 3 books put together, oh my god, you guys gonna be like, this dude over here in California is killing with these dope chords. And then I'm coming with my 4th book. Matter of fact, I'm actually working on the 4th book, but I have to go back over my 3rd edition and do some editing. I'm actually doing some changes to it. I'm gonna do a little bit something different that I didn't do in these 2 books, so you guys gonna be in for a surprise for my 3rd edition, because I've been getting some ideas from different people and said, hey, try this, do this, add this to it, and yeah, and the colors is gonna be this time the left hand is gonna have a different color and the right hand is gonna be a different color, so that way you don't be like saying, oh my god, I'm confused, I can't figure out what hand's supposed to do this or whatnot. I do have it addressed in both of my books that your left hand is doing one thing and your right hand is doing one thing, but some people were saying, hey, the color is the same color as the left and the right, so I said, okay, let me switch up the color with the left hand this time around. I'm also putting down, yes, the note, what you playing. I'm not going to get into the number system on that because that's more time consuming to tell you what number it is that you playing in your left hand and what numbers you playing in your right hand. That's a little bit more extra time consuming, so I may not go that route. Now some were asking, can I do what is called the hand fingering process? The problem what I have with that is, and I'm be candid and be honest, I remember many times I see musicians who may show me something, or had showed me something, or either I tried to attempt to play specific chords based upon what they say they fingering is reaching the number, because we got, most of us got 5 fingers on each hand. I found that the challenge was a bit different. For example, I showed my grandson, I said, hey man, play this chord, and immediately for the first chord that he did, his finger went straight to the 2 3 4 2 3 4 immediately. But and then his right hand, he was trying to figure out what fingering would feel best for the chord in the right hand. And I told him, I said, well, to be honest with you, I can't tell you which one you should use. However, you can use the 1, 2, and 3. The problem, I will say, that if you are going to use the 1, 2, and 3 finger, is you're not going to be able to have, you ain't going to be able to do anything fancy. When I say fancy or extra, because you're using the 1 2 3, the standard 1 2 3. That might feel good for some people, or that might feel uncomfortable. For me, it feels a little bit awkward, but it's the number that the fingers should be hitting. Now my left hand technically should be hitting 1, 2, 3, but look, it feels super weird, and I feel uncomfortable that my thumb and my pointing finger is doing this. What's up, bruh? You know, I got the gun thing out. I got the gun out, right? It feels funny that it's that way, so I thought maybe I'll just switch over and just do 2, 3, 4. And now that just allows my thumb to just lay low out the way or whatever, and my pinky out somewhere out in the desert. Anyway, away from out the way. Sometimes my pinky may land on the same note as the ring finger may do, but that also feels weird. So I have to make adjustments on how I want to finger the chord, the notes. So I didn't really want to get into that, but that was a question that was put to me. Hey, what fingering do you use for to play chords? And I said that really all depends on how you may feel to do it. Now, I said earlier, my right hand 1, 2, 3, because when you lay your hand down, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You lay your right hand down, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your pinky is your 1. Your thumb is your 5. So that means your ring finger is your 2, and your middle finger is your 3, and your pointing finger is your 4. Y'all get that, right? And then your right hand is now your number 1. Thumb is the 1, and then your pointing finger is 2, ring finger, middle finger is 3, and your ring finger is 4, and then your pinky is your 5 finger. Oh, so it really is something that each and every one of us individual, we have to decide on how we want to finger the chord. I'm just telling you, it feels funny when I do it this way, when I go 1, 2, 3. Just me. I mean, I'm just saying. All right. So yes, did my light go out on here? I guess it timed out. All right. But yes. So with that being said, that yeah, to me it feels funny. Yes, I might approach it for the first couple seconds, but listen, I might actually didn't do this. Even though it's a nice chord, you change the bass line. Woo! Yeah, see, now listen, that was appropriate for that moment because why? I knew where I was gonna go. Oh, yes, I knew that I was gonna do that. I knew that I was gonna play the major 7 voicing because I said, let me just go ahead and play the 1. Right, 1, 2, 3 finger, 1, 2, 3 finger, and I knew I was gonna take the 5th finger and drop it out there on the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the scale. I knew I was going to do that. And I still let my pinky out there on the 7. So I knew that that was going to happen. Now, what if I said, no, I didn't want to do all that. I want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, all 4 fingers except for the pinky. I knew that that's what I was going to do. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers, all 4 fingers, right? 1, but now, what if I want to do the 5? I could pull that off if I wanted to decide and do that or go up. Now we talking about a whole nother thing here when we come in to talking about melody and stuff. If we were playing a song, if I was planning on doing it. Y'all following what I'm doing? So I'm saying, you know, if I knew I was gonna do that. If I knew that my fingers wanted to pull that move off. So to do a music book showing what fingering you should do in any music books actually will be a challenge because not everybody will feel comfortable playing that chord that certain way. If that makes any sense. So let's just say I changed the finger from 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 to 1, 3 and 4. To me, that feels cool. Why? Because I got the pinky that allow me, the pointer finger to give me this these two notes. Right? It allows me to be able to do that. It allows me to play two other extra movements or notes along the way. So that's why you don't want to be restricted to playing the 1, 2, 3 finger, because then you won't have the opportunity to play your little fancy other little ideas in the middle, because now the hand is restricted to that movement. Right? I can't do anything else unless I go to pinky, ring finger or the pinky. If that's my plan. Can I get it with it? See? Alright, so I said, oh. Yes, sir? Then I can utilize the other fingering to do whatever the melody line I'm doing. And go somewhere. Let's see, now that allows me to have that other fingering ready. But like I said, if I do it this way, I'm restricting myself from doing any other fancy movement in the middle, right here, because I got the 1, 2. And now I have to jump to it. I have to jump to it. Oh! Yes, I have to jump to it. I have to jump to it. Unless I go. Yeah, that's different. You know what I'm saying? I never thought of that idea. You see what I'm saying? Let me see. You see what I'm saying? Let's do this one too. What? See what I'm saying? Y'all see what I'm saying? Now this, I mean, that I'm playing the triad move, and I went to the minor chord, and then now I'm doing the melody a lot. Y'all just made me make up something just now. Yeah, so as far as the number system and doing the fingering thing, that's something that every musician has to decide on, how you want to place your hands on the keyboard accordingly. So that's more. I think I used the word when I was telling the person who asked me this. I said it's about feel. Really, it's about the feel. All right. So I don't want to tell somebody, oh, by the way, you gotta have your finger here, and you gotta play this finger in right here. I don't want to restrict anybody from being able to have an idea of their own and be. See what I'm saying? I can see where my thumb went. See, and that allows me to have. I don't want to be just stuck here. See, I'm stuck here now. Now I have to move the thumb over, and that restricted my movement. So I said, let me switch the finger and go thumb, middle finger, and then the ring finger. That allows me to kind of like. Y'all see that? Pointing finger up, then Then I come down on the chord. Yeah, or I want to go here. So that's what's up with that situation. In case somebody was wanted to me to address that. Yes, it's all about your feel on how you feel comfortable in chording each note on the keyboard. I don't want to get into, like I said, telling you gotta play this finger, you gotta play this here, and you gotta do it this way. Do it which feels comfortable to you. What I say always, what makes sense or feel good to your hands when you playing it. If it feel whack and weird and off the hook and it's gonna hurt you, don't do it. Find another way to play that chord so it can feel comfortable. So I may say, I might train myself at first to go pinky and thumb, pinky and thumb. It feels funny. Pinky and thumb, pinky and thumb. It feel real tight right here. Pinky thumb, pinky thumb, pinky thumb, pinky thumb, pinky thumb, pinky thumb. That feels kind of uncomfortable. So I'm thinking pinky ring finger. I might switch up along the way as I go up the key as I'm changing key. Pinky thumb. I'm sorry, pinky pointing finger. Pinky pointing finger. Okay, that feels good. Same thing. Okay, same thing. Okay, same thing, same thing. Yeah, I switched. Pinky thumb when I got to F sharp tritone. Let's see what happened. Back to the same thing. Same thing here. That's funny. That's the only one I switched up with the thumb. Was in that particular one. That only one, matter of fact. Okay, now I do this side. My thumb wanted to drop. Yeah, my thumb really wanted to drop there. And I think I actually really do that when I'm doing. I think. Yep, my thumb is doing that. It actually really does that. Now that I really realize it actually really is doing that. Actually, I didn't know I was doing that. Okay. But yeah, you start figuring out some ideas on how you want to do your fingering. You do not have to do it the way somebody else telling you have to, because you know you got to do what's comfortable for you. Okay, so yeah, my finger actually really is doing that. Wow, I didn't realize I was doing that. All right, yeah, the thumb, and it's the only key I do it in. The F sharp. That's funny. All right. So practicing stuff in all 12 keys. All right, I practice any chord in the book, whether it's the sus4 or the sus2. And all I'm doing is omitting what we call in that scale A flat, the 5, actually the 4. And basically I'm just playing what we call the 1, 5, 1. And listen, y'all, it's all about taking the same idea and transposing them in other keys. Now, you don't have to actually take this rhythm so fast, so quick or whatever. You can always drop the rhythm to a slower pace or whatever. So you know, you don't have to speed it everything like I said, because there's why is this thing acting stupid? Oh, now it just kicked out. You can take any other rhythms and practice real slow if you're a beginner musician when you first get on, because that's what I was trying to tell my grandson. Yo, man, just one chord at a time. You know, when I showed him this. And just hold that chord and just practice, all right? And now you want to add the A flat bass line to it. Anything you practice, practice. All right, just practice it until it's in your ear, as they say. It's in your spirit, if you will, if you want to say it that way. And then, after that, then when you really feel that you got it, you're gonna always now go to whatever is next on the agenda, the next chord or the next move or whatever. Let me see here. The next move. What is going on with this thing? And do the next move. And let me see here. And just do the next move, whatever it is that you're trying to do. That's deep. You know what I'm saying? If I'm practicing something, I want to be like, oh, what is that he doing? All right. Well, God said, let it be light. Yeah, remember I did it earlier. All I did now was take that same idea and I transposed it. All right, yeah, I'm saying the point. But yeah. So everything that we do, just take the idea that you learn just sus2s, sus4s, 7 sus4 voices, your triad, your dominant chords, major 7 voicing. All right, all them chords is in the book. And practice them slowly but surely, and then over time, then you'll start learning to do stuff that you had never done before. Okay, so I haven't practiced for a while, so I'm kind of really rusty with stuff, but I need to get my act together. And how do I generate chords? Right, I sit here every day and say, what can I do? Mix match chords, major to major, 2 different major triads. Triad over augmented chord. It's an augmented chord, y'all. Triad over augmented, or whichever way y'all want to say that. Some people might use right to left. But if you say augmented over triad or triad over augmented, however, then that means I'm speaking from left to right. So triad. So let's say triad to triad, 2 different triad chords. D flat to A flat. Let's try D flat and B flat. Sound funny, right? And let's say let's try D flat and E flat. Now that turns into a 6/9 sharp 11 voicing. Yes, this is in chapter number 2 in the 2nd book, and did I put the track? No, I think it's in this book, in this newer book, which is this edition number 2, 2nd chapter. Every chord I can think of that I hear, and I may shorten up the voicings here because my pedals is carrying the bottom. 2 triads mixed together, E flat, B flat, and then you can go E flat. Then you go triad minor. 2 triads together, F major, F, and C. But this chord is a D minor 9/11 because we on a D flat bass line. All right, these chords in the book. And remember about this melody. See that? I understand E flat or E flat sus2, right? And then we have this minor chord, y'all. And then we got the augmented voicing. B flat triad and A flat triad, or major 7 voicing. And major 7 with major triad at the 7. It depends on the bass line. So if I start the C sharp, they've been being fancy with that, but all we mess around was the perfect 4 to the major 3rd, major 3rd, perfect 4, major 3rd. How I'm doing that with my finger? How am I doing that? And then again the B flat 3rd. Remember, if you understand your skills, you will understand what's going on here. C perfect 4. And then what was the other one I said? This one here, right? D 1 2 3. Hold on. What I say? What was I doing? I forgot. I hate when I do perfect 4. And then in the scale of D, this is the hold on, cluster. Hold on, minor 2nd, major 2nd, minor 3rd, or minor 3rds. The minor 3rds. I forgot what I was doing here. Hold up. And then here you got the C minor 3rd, and then your B flat major 3rd. So we be doing stuff. You be like, what is they doing? Yes, all of that is in chapter number 18. All right, chapter 18. When you hear that. All right, let's get TikTok back. All right, and so those you will find in my book where I address whether you're doing what cats are doing it in the right hand, perfect 4th, perfect 5th, tritones, major 3rd, minor 3rds. I'm sorry, major 3rd, minor 3rds, your 2nd, minor 2nds. All right, perfect 5th, minor 6, major 6, minor 7, and your major 7, and then your octave. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1. So we're just doing 1 1, and in the middle you got 4 and 5. And if you hear this voicing over A flat triad, and if you hear it, A flat is related to C minor. C minor is related to E flat. E flat is related to G minor. And B flat. Oh, I done gave y'all the secrets right now. Oh my God. Yeah. So play by sight, y'all. All day, I'm telling you, I'm dropping these chords in. And yes, I'm a little bit rusty with my playing for a bit because I've been busy doing other stuff. So, but I promise y'all. And let me come back to my practicing, and I just been trying to do my books and stuff, but yeah, let me get back to my practicing and stuff. I have a bunch of stuff over here where I pick and choose what I'm gonna practice on, what I'm gonna work on, how I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I've been really off on not doing it. But taking chords, taking them these ideas and transposing them to all 12 keys. I haven't done it in a while, but I'm not gonna even try to attempt to do all of this tonight because I might get y'all disappointed, but I might disappoint myself actually. But I would have to do this on another video, on another live, where y'all see me just grab stuff and just go ham on it. Like, just be like, man, I'm finna learn this move. Y'all heard me doing it earlier. Right? And what I do is over a period of time, I do what I call, let's just say if I'm a beginner musician, pretending, so to speak, and I ain't never played before, like my grandson. I'll be like, hey grandson, all right, check this out. I'm gonna show you how to play these chords. I'm gonna teach you what the notes are on the keyboard. Literally, all he needs to know is C, D flat, D, E flat, E, and so forth, right? And I got it spelled out. Literally, what chords to play on. Come on now, you don't want to hold up. Come on, hold on. I got it literally spelled now. In this case, I got it spelled out, but in my books, I also spell it out as in, on the chord charts, on the piano chord charts, on how to play each chord in on a good self with left hand and the right hand. Here, I had to write it out, left hand and right hand, and what my bass pedal is going to be as well. So I'm gonna do some stuff right now. So I'm gonna shut up for a minute and let me get to business. Now I got 4 days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Actually maybe 5 days, Saturday. 5 days to step my plan up. From a rookie level to advanced level, whatever y'all wanna call it that way. No, to me it's about putting material in front of you. That's what it's all about. The material. Put the material in front of you. So since I already know the material, I've already placed them in the book, and it's y'all job to go get the book, go get these chords, and put these chords into chord progressions. Every chord I'm playing is in the book. The major 9 voicing, what my grandson was doing yesterday. Transpose. The very first chord. Now, in this case, it started on A flat. This started on E flat now. The same chord. And now I'm on a different bass line. All right. Y'all catch that? So, that wasn't planned. I didn't plan this, but I'm just saying the same chords I'm playing in this movement here is what I'm doing right now as far as chord progressions, right? So in the book, I put a whole lot of chords in the book in every key. So when you hear this, you already know. In every key. I should be able to play this voicing the chords in all 12 keys. Watch this. First chord, second chord, third, and the second chord is diminished 7 in chapter 3. Chapter 9 is the first chord, but the voicing of this chord is the minor 9/11 in chapter 9. Chapter 9. Come on, y'all gotta come with me now. Y'all gotta sit chapter 9. Say chapter 9. And if you notice, I can move the chord inside, outside, because of the way I got the drawbar settings set up, where I can move, say, inside. I can do inversion. I can do my inversion. Now, again, I told y'all, this wasn't planned. I didn't plan this. This is now me randomly just saying, hey, listen, man, if I did this, oh my God, I'd be crazy on the organ. Right now, I'm just going to play here, right? It's my next chord. To minute 7. Let me give you my brightness. Right? So, now I'm thinking the idea of E flat. I'm trying to build chords. A library of chords, which is in the play by sight, a library of chords. Now I'm going to create the chord progression from the library of chords, and that's all I did right over here, y'all. Oh, minor 9, major 9. Oh, diminished 7, minor 9. Oh, F minor 9. Oh man, that major the major 9 chord, transpose. That's all I try to do. Transpose. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. Y'all better get on board, because it's over. Once you get to hip to this, somebody already hit me up and said, oh, I know what you up to. Yeah, I told y'all. So yeah, diminished 7, minor 9, this chord here, down. I just literally transposing. Y'all trip. Y'all better. I told y'all. Your musicians be playing stuff and you be thinking it's a whole bunch of crazy stuff. It's not really a whole bunch of crazy stuff, y'all. It's like the basic theory, foundational, whatever y'all want to call it, but it's just the basic stuff, and they just learn to use it to their advantage on making it sound a certain way with the drawbars and playing doing all that little whatever, and it's really stupid simple stuff that's actually not as complex as you might think it is. It's just that they just use an idea. Back to the chord. It's just all about learning chords and all 12 keys, and you know. In the book, even the major seven with flat five. Inversion. I'm terrible with playing this fast stuff, but anyway, yeah, just playing nice chords that's already. You can do a groove over it. Woo! other chord here. So I'm going to C. If I'm thinking I'm in the E flat. So I'm going like to the 6. 1 up. 2. Eat 1. Down to the 7. 6 up. And then back to your first chord 6. Now you can do a groove off of it because I usually play a groove over this, not shouting music, but anyway. And so you can take that same thing. Woo! All right, and transpose it. All right, you see what I'm saying? And wait, that wasn't the chord I played last. What was the last chord I played? So let me see. C sharp, G's. Forgot the bass line. So C, E to F, E flat, down to D, C sharp, G. And then that's when I go the mighty 11 flat 5. Now because we on G, that's a G7 sharp 9. G7 sharp 5. And then it brings me back. Alright, to that same chord. I don't even know why I'm sitting over here chopping on this keyboard like I'm hammering down on the keyboard, but let's see, I gotta find, I can't remember what rhythm beat I was using this on, something somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. Can't remember what it was. It was some time ago. I was jamming over it with something. Let me see, what was it? Let me try this one. I can't remember what it was, but I'll find something. But we can jam over it. I can groove over it, right? Now, I probably would have taken that much slower rhythm, probably slower than that. Bring myself back and take it up to the next key. Wait, hold on. I think I'm doing that one. Well, actually, right, and groove over this whole thing. Hold on. playing chord. Individual chords that is in the book, you end up playing chord progressions at some because that's what I pretty much did was took chords from songs from various different musicians' ideas and then and put it together. Right? And just create an idea. And start playing other stuff. But put something in front of you that you can groove over it, learn over it. The play by sight gives you all these chords, the major nines, the major 9 13, major 9, major 9 13. I got all that stuff in there. The diminished 7, every chord you can imagine that I have in the play by sight. And, you can have fun. Any chords you want to do. So yes, I can sit here and transpose every chord, every move. Just start with one thing. Next I know and then go up. This I'm on E flat, A flat. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? Go. Hold on. Oh, okay. I forgot. Remember, with augmented, I can translate that into the E major voice. Because I went to E flat earlier. A flat because the other time I was in A flat, and where did I go to C sharp, and that means I can go to D. A flat, walk it up. Now I can do that walk up. I might go slower. E flat, ba da da ba, wa ba ba ba, or back, ba da 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 ba, or walk down, and back to the voice. There's one song. Yeah, one more part. I want to throw some extra moves there. What? I don't have to change the bass line, but once you get the chords underneath my fingertips, it's a wrap. Go to another key. You can see, A, E flat. I'm on the high bass because I made myself. You know what I'm saying? Knowing me, I probably would have went to E flat. All right, I would have went to the minor voice. But I went to A and walk up and make my way back to the same thing. Remember, we can slow that rhythm and down. Now, I'm not following the rhythm at 100%, but I am following it to a point where I'm trying to get my hands cracking on it. Now here is another thing. I don't have to go the augmented voicing. I could have went major. I could have went sus4 voice. I could have went sus2. I could have went to 7 sus4 voice. And do it inside. In your transform pop. I'm just doing inversions. Diminish. Change it to diminished voicing. Transpose it. Remember, I could transpose the or do inversion of my triads. And do the triads too. The big boy chords. Alright, but if I want to stay in the pocket and do what I put on paper, do what I did on paper, and practice this every day, a little pattern, and that's key. I think I was supposed to go to D. I didn't write it down, but maybe I should write it down. Let me go to D. D as in dog. Pedals. Alright. Every chord I put in here is in the book, y'all. Literally. I mean, when I say literally, transpose, and that's like 1, 2, 3, 3 keys that I just transposed right there, right? Playing the same chords, right? But now the bass line E flat, and back to the drop down to D. Now if I had started here, walking it up to the diminished move, walking it up, or go to the next chord. Now I'm thinking of the various different keys I can play these voices in: E flat, and the key of E, and F, and then actually I skipped and jumped over to the key of A. And this is the next one. The other one was key of F. So I did E flat if I wanted to do these chord movements in E flat, right? So first one. And I use this a lot in my playing. In fact, actually, I had only a few chords that I used to play when I first got going, sort of long time ago, and I was just always doing this. No, actually, I lied. I was always doing it. That's all I knew how to do from. No. Let's I knew at the time, you know. So as time went on, I just said, okay, I gotta. Oh, but oh, 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 oh. And I had to come and do this stuff every day. No one showed me this. This is something I had to by accident by saying, what happens if I do this? What happens if I do this and that? And then I was able to figure out some ideas. Every chord I'm playing is I chose to transpose this and write my own chord. No one showed me this, so no one gets credited for showing me this. Is me creating or have learned chord patterns or created my own chord pattern. Now if I do something that someone else has showed me an idea to do, then I'll give credit to that person who actually had a hand into it. But at the end of the day, I'm the one who has to put in the works to make this happen. Other than that, then I'll be doing like everybody else. Well, or the other few people out there. Oh my God, I gotta practice. Oh my God, I need to practice. Oh my God, I gotta practice, and never get around to doing it, making all of the excuses on the planet or why you never did it. So I figure I better kind of stop doing what I'm doing a little bit of my music book and get it here and practice, because I kind of feel like I'm losing it. I haven't lost it, but I felt like I was losing it a little bit. So figuring, you know what, God, you did heal me enough to be on the medication I'm on to keep me moving and alive. That's one thing I was praying. And know that I love doing music. Know that I love playing. And everything I'm doing, I have to generate my style of doing stuff. I have to see it in remember I learned clusters and I'm learning these moves, these thirds and fourth. So no one can get credit for saying that they showed me this, because that's not true, because I'm sitting here by oops and seeing if this works. And that's what pro musicians do. When I say pro musicians who want to do better, they find some kind of and find some kind of I had to do it. I have to practice that in my mind. Nobody showed me that. I had to practice it in my head. Ah! Yeah, catch me frustrated. Remember I told you, no one else can show you the fingering but yourself. You have to get a feel for yourself. And once you create your own pattern chords, once you create your own patterns and chords, once you, I said it again, once you create your own pattern and chords on how you want to play stuff, then you set, because now you got a certain way of creating patterns. So I can sit here now and say, oh, I got this pattern I can play. Pattern chord. And that's not to say that somebody else already doing this. again. A little slurry. What makes sense? They say sing out stuff you might end up doing. Let me see, so like. See what I'm saying? Is it? So, you know, I have to play around. Same thing. Nope. Wrong bass line. Play around. E flat. So I can go from C. I done forgot what I was doing. And then even though it was like, and then all this coming. All this practice, you know, mistakes and all. I promise y'all, by the time Sunday comes, I have it all together. I'll have all this little. I'll have all that, whatever I'm trying to do. Because now, it will be said as, what's this then said? I'm targeting what I want to play. But all my mistakes, I do it at home, of course. Because I don't want to be at church, be like, oh, I won't be at church. That would be kind of embarrassing. I'll be in church doing that. Oh! I don't want to be doing that at church. No, I want to have it already together before I even get there. Right, so yeah, you want to have your business straight before you even get to church. Yeah, make all your mistakes when you're at home, but they usually say you end up playing the way you practice, but that all depends on how you see that. So if you're a sloppy practicer, always sloppy practicing, you might end up playing at church sloppy. But that I don't believe that to be always true. So yeah, put something in the front of you and practice it. And go next key. But diminish up. Every chord I'm playing. I guess I'm going to D. And then you go to the smooth. Hold on. Oh, messed up. for A. Uh-oh. 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 Diminish up. And then go to... Oh, I knew I was going there. Touch that. Hold on. Uh-oh. Hold on. Preacher chord in D. Preacher chord in D, but go on to use it on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See? Woo! Let's see. A flat. Hold on, I'm gonna do that. C sharp. Oh, that's make me think I'm in F sharp. Can I get a witness? Remember the chord? That made me think I'm in C F sharp when I think of that. But I'm doing this voicing in A. But watch this. You can do the same voice chord movement in the key of B on the 1, but also the 5. But if I'm in A doing this voicing, I'm doing this on what 6? 1, 2, 3 on a 7, 6, yeah 6. And think about it. If I'm in, look, man, this is crazy. Like I'm going to D. This is funny to me. Now, normally I probably would have voiced it this way and everything. Diminished. Because it's C sharp diminished 7. And I would have probably changed the voicing inside what I had played. And what key I did this in the key of E flat. That's all it went. And watch this. Even though I went here, this voice, I'm just taking the top note, bringing it down. Woo! On A. I'm gonna play what I had on paper now. This is C sharp. It's like you go in the key of C. Actually, D. Down to C sharp. Can I get it with it? Can I get it with ba ba ba? And the key of D. Ba ba ba. Ba. That's funny. It's the preacher chord, y'all. I told you. These chords, I put them in the book, and then I just pretty much create chord progression from it. Here you can change the bass line from C sharp to G. Ba 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 ba. C sharp to G, and then go to F sharp. Then go. Y'all better stop playing. I said it. I told you that chord was coming. C sharp. I told you, y'all better stop playing. This wasn't playing. I didn't play this, y'all. I'm sorry. Well, anyway, in A. Okay, now what would it have been in? What was the other key after that? F sharp. Let me find it. Where is that one at? What was F sharp at? Where is F sharp? Did I do it or did I not do it? I see B flat, A flat, G. Is this F sharp up here? I'm not sure. I didn't even write it down. Is this F sharp? It might be F sharp. Hold on. Because G, this might be the one in F sharp. Why am I doing it starting it on E flat? Yeah, it's E. And G flat. Started on the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so. Let me see it. So. Diminish up. Yep, that's what I thought. Now, remember A flat chord. Down to diminished move. Alright, but in this case, I'm starting on the E flat. to the G. Y'all heard me playing this chord, I think. Maybe, yeah, y'all did when I was going. Literally just a minute ago. I told y'all it's all about transpose and stuff. Anyway, so. Same chord I played a minute ago. Okay, I'm gonna do a tree. Okay, I better stop playing. Okay, so in F sharp, it's like we're going to the 6. Alright, in that key, right? F sharp is sheet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. Alright, so it's like I'm going 6, 1 up. I went 6, 1 up to the 2. As much as I want to. All that other stuff, these minor 7 drops or major 7 flat 5 drops. Anyway. Now I can go. Same chord from earlier. Jamaica. Whichever I want to do. Maybe we do an inversion. All those inversions, right? And then I go. There's a preacher. But we just voicing it. God said let it be light. Don't we hear that? And then you hear this one. It's the same thing, we just moving it into a different spot. I'm just doing this. Alright, so now I'm just moving chords around. F sharp. Down to like I'm going to F. Or like the movement in F. Gotta get away. I'm sorry, in B flat. If I'm going to B flat, but I'm taking you to the 2 in B flat. But the 1 in F. Transpose. And then did I do that other crazy move? Yep. Remember, I could go tri it. I can go suck. I can do the augmented chord with the sharp 5. Oh, this crazy stuff you can do. Alright. Y'all haven't did this in so long. And basically I can go from B flat to E. Woo! And then hit you with this. Devin did this move. Woo! Y'all better stop playing. Right. Y'all caught me practicing for real. I had stopped doing this for a long time. Alright, so what we at? I don't have this memorized, but I'm just playing at it right now. So y'all better be glad that I ain't memorizing this yet. Transposing. E. I got my slide. I got my Hammond socks up. Got the Hammond socks up. Okay, what's the next one now? We got G. So we start out E to A flat. Hold on, E. The minute 7. Then we're going to the preacher chord. Actually, this is just, the minor 9. Transpose. On my B. B. Going to B. I can actually go F. But I'm going to B. So I'm gonna do that again. This is for G, the key of G. I'm just ad-libbing the rest of it as far as the pedals and stuff. Alright, whoop! My bad. You know when it takes me here when I go here? It make me want to go. The God said let it be light. Whoops, that was an accident. Remember that diminished move? I just did a minute. Remember this one we was doing earlier? The transposing from the minor 11 flat 5. Minor 11 flat 5. Now here we could do inversions of this tritones in your inversions of your triad. I probably would have loved to do this. On the organ, I really don't care for this that much unless I carry it with the right hand. And then make my left hand do the tritone on the bottom. This is the 11. This is the major 11 with the flat 5, sharp 5 voicing. Actually, A. Alright, so that's what we're doing there. It's the A7, sharp 9, sharp 5. And if you understand, you transpose. Remember, that chord I played, which was on the 5 and technically in D. Now I'm doing it in the 1 and D. Now, that's not what's on this paper, but I just went to this voice and said, alright. Which is the major 7, C major 7 voicing. In the book, root position, or you can do the root position, you can go first version, and then the second version, and then you third version. That means I will push my D major chord up, triad, up the board if I'm trying to do the second, So generally you may hear it. And you're playing your triad chords, which is G major triad. You're gonna get it with. And then I remember I told you about that finger. I said you can't just restrict yourself to say, well, I'm gonna play the 1, 2, 3 finger, because this is what'll happen if you can't do anything else but just nothing. You can't. Maybe the other finger's like, yo, hello, I can't. Can I get a piece of this? Some of it. So now I have to change my fingering and say, well, I can't just be locked in on the 1 and the 3 and the 5 voicing. And now I have to switch the position so I can have another. Maybe I have my 5 finger on the vibe basically, and then my middle finger maybe on the 3, and then the root position 1 thumb, and now that allows me to have that 1 finger, which is the 2 finger, to do some twangity twang, and then the ring finger, which is the 4 finger. I don't know, it might do something strange along the way, who knows, but yeah, I don't even know what it's gonna be doing. Nope, better not do anything. So yeah, it'll just be winging it, right? And probably when it gets involved is when I start to do inversions. And yep, there it is. And then I may use the 4 finger to do the inversion, because root. And I kind of jump to it. Or we can go second verse, third verse. Root first and second. Or jump up. And sometimes you get the root, the second verse and the first verse. And sometimes we might want to do the first version in the root, because it's what's closer. depends on you. And if you don't want to go from the first version, the root, you can do that and going down to the second version. Whichever you're trying to do the closest. But now if I keep moving my hand over and go from the root to the second version, then now it's gonna cause me to pretty much stay right here. It sounds pretty. Now I can do all this. What? Remember I told y'all, what are we doing? The perfect fourth. And the major third. That abstract. And then we're going to the next board scene. And remember, we got the tritone. Secret sauce go. Sauce chord. I told you all about those. It's in the book. So whenever there's a sus2 chord, sus4 chord, 7 sus4 chords in it. Oh, I forgot. Then we go to the minor voice. I might use the tritone over the minor voice. Then minute 7. Perfect Hebrew and do moving the diminished move, maybe arpeggiating or whatever y'all want to call it. That chromatic move. Okay, yeah, I might even do this other move. These chords too. All right, so and play around with this stuff. It's all kind of chords in the book that I'm putting here. But yes, I did say practice the minor 9, minor 11 with flat 5 voice in all 12 keys. I cover that, and then I said, okay, and even more ideas along the way. I do write my own chord progressions as well to give myself what we call patterns. You might heard another cat, I can't remember his name, is Damien. He uses the word route. Route. Y'all better learn this route. I'm transposed. I can go from one key to the other and mess around with this. I can go from one chord to the other. Another musician told me, you never know where I'm going to go when I'm playing, because musicians use these ideas knowing that they can transpose. Even if you say you in E flat, I love you, Lord. I love you, Lord. I love you. Then I might go to a whole nother key. You'd be like, wait, that's not what you're supposed to be doing, Doc. Yeah, you know, but you see what I'm saying? So yeah, sometimes you know you might find something that you can do that's like really not in the song, but we use that word creative or whatever, and you just find your way through a song that, you know, that's cool, you like it, you gonna do what you do, that's it, and nobody can mess with you because you're the only one who came with that brilliant idea. And so, you know, I love you today because you present I lift you up. I am. That's why my heart is filled with. That's why my heart is filled with love. Whatever you want to do, you know, you go whatever you want to do. Anyway, so you can make up your own idea, chord movements, your whatever. Alright, y'all. This is your boy BC Dre. Since you thought I want to do a quick little live. Actually, this ain't a quick live. This is kind of a long one, but one of my longest ones. But I did videos in the past where I've spent building on practice time. How much time can I actually really practice? And it all originally started out with me doing 1 minute of whatever it is that I'm trying to learn how to do. And it all turned into a 5 minute practice. That 5 minutes turned into a 15 minute. 15 minutes ended up being a 25. 25 turned into an hour. An hour ended up being 2 hours, and so on and so on. I think probably the longest I've ever did an actual practice and probably beat my record of all times in my lifetime ever. I probably went about almost nearly 8 hours of practice. 8 hours. I don't need 8 hours. I don't even need 7. I don't even need 5. I don't need 6 hours. I only need 3 hours to get dope. I don't. The game plan is practicing small bites practice, like, you know, small size practice, especially if you knew for sure. Take your time, put something in front of you. As I got something in front of me, you know. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. And try to learn it, and try to learn to move, and try to learn to move, and try to keep it in my mind. Once I got it, I'm gonna put it away. Now let's get at it. Muscle memory. Because muscle memory gonna kick in. Because the more I keep doing it. The muscle memory gonna kick in. Now muscle memory kicks in that I will remember the moving forward forever, and now is locked. And then I can transpose it to another key and rock that beat or whatever it is. Hold on, where's the other rhythm I had from earlier? Let's see, will it let me switch over? So let's slow that down. I forgot. Hold on. Another key. I forgot. Hold on. Forgot it. Hold on. See, now my brain want to do all these other chords, right? So once I get the rhythm in my brain, and not just the rhythm but the chords, I've almost forgot it. I told you I didn't memorize it on purpose. Alright, so anyway, yep. Diminish up. Now I have to remember my pattern. I don't know. So now, and I already know what my target chord is after that because I'm like, diminish up. Then it's see, now I know the pattern. Once you get the pattern, then it's over pretty much. And then I can play any of these chord movements in all 12 keys because now I got it memorized. But yeah. Alright, so then after I finish learning whatever it is that I'm doing, whatever I'm doing here, which is stuff that I've transcribed and written out many moons ago, many years ago, then I'll move on to some other stuff and put some other ideas. And all depends on what teach myself. So D, I'm going to E flat to D. And then to B. Remember this chord? Now I'm doing inside. But I'm using the F sharp. A flat to D. Up to diminish up because I'm already up on the bass line. I'm already up there. Now I don't necessarily have to do that. I could have started with the lower bass. I'm gonna make my way up to B. See, So that's why I said if I was already up higher, down, then I can go ahead and go all the way down to E flat to E. But these voices bass line are higher. Down to B, up to B for E flat, up high E, down to A. You already heard them chords. That chord, I forgot about this. It's the triad. You want to play like the pro? You already heard it. I already did this. And then let's see what's the next move. E, G. What am I playing? Oh, see, so I'm going to like the D. See the D triad right away. I'm doing the suck. And then it on D. 7, 3, 6. See, I can teach myself these chords. Play the voicing down low on the bass line. Come up to the B. Up to, because I changed the draw bar, it says. So, off my side. I gotta get my organ service though. The minor 7. These are minor 9 voicings, but we played it on the 1 and E, so it's major voicing. Remember this chord? But I'm playing. Alright, so let me play it up higher on this voicing. I came down on the E flat to down, up to A flat, A. Stay there. Triad. On D. Triad. 7 triad. With 6 shots chord. Triads. Okay, so what I'm doing 1. Actually, I'm doing it in we in D. So I'm going 1 up, 1 up, down to the 1. So 1 up, down to the 1. And then to the 6. I'm in D. Up, diminish up. And when D went on the 2, going to the 5, stay on the 5, coming out on the 1, to the 7, 3. I like to do the walk up to it, to the 6, 2. Let me see, where am I going? 2, to the 5. To the 5, to the 5. Right, okay. And so I will teach myself these line chords. Nobody taught me this. This is me doing my thing. Alright. This is me going back to where I used to set this up, but I haven't really practiced it to practicing other keys. These moves for a while because I have been messed up for a while. But let me come back to it and get on this, because then what happens is I'll start playing and all these color chords. Every chord I'll play them all the same because it's transposing, right? Transposing the chords. All right, so yeah. All right. Everything in front of me. These are chords. You just already heard me do it. Hold on, no, wait a minute. 1, D. Oh. Nope. To the 4. Okay, I'm doing something slightly different. Nope. I'm doing this in the key of D, so I'm trying to say, wait, 5 to the 1 to the 4, 3, 3, and then let me see. Y'all heard me doing that earlier. Alright, so I'll be teaching myself different ways of approaching chord progressions. Alright, and every chord that I have here, I actually put them in the play by side. And all I'm doing now is being creative to say, hey, you know what? I can take this major voicing, which is the major 9 voicing, and play it here. And I can play this voicing here, which is a minor chord, over a tritone with a fixed up, I call it a fixed up tritone. And then the secret sauce chord, 7 sus4, drop down to the 7 sus4 voicing, and then I'm playing the 3-finger chord. I would call it the 3-finger chord. 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then whatever key I'm in. 1, 2, 3. In this case, I think I'm doing in the E. I'm doing the 2, 5, 6, 2, 5, 6, 2, 5, 6, 2, 2, 5, 6, 2, 5, 6. 2, 2, 5, 6, 2, 5, 6, 2, 2, 5, 6. I told you y'all better stop playing with me because I'm saying you can be creative with ideas of chords and have fun with it. Once you learn chords from the chord book, from the play by sight, you can end up creating chord progressions, because what's going to end up happening is you'll be able to do these moves in all 12 keys. Once you learn to study it, to show thyself to prove, need not be ashamed, writing and dividing these dope chords. Alright, I think we lost Facebook somehow, and I don't know how, because my phone was on the charger, which is weird. Unlock. Okay. I don't know how we lost Facebook, but that's okay. YouTuber, you guys are always troopers. And TikTok, y'all always be troopers. I don't know why I lose Facebook, which is weird. And it's flashing on here talking about I'm in the red, but I got it on the charger. So I guess this charger must be default. So let me end the Facebook thing all together 110%. Since it's actually literally not. I don't know when I lost them, y'all, but we lost them. We lost them. Alright, he's asking me, do I want to resume? I'm going to say no. Because at this point, my phone is about to go dead over here anyways. And let me see. Hey, did Granny call?
I talked to her like an hour ago.
What'd she say?
She said she was on the way.
On the way? Okay. Good luck. Okay, so... Alright, so we are going to end. Let me see, did it legitimately end Facebook already? I think it did. So since it already ended, y'all, we going to get up out of here. I know some of y'all need to go to sleep, go to bed, get up and go to work and all the good stuff. Tonight is my night off. This is the time when I really go in, but the wife is on her way coming home anyways. So I'm finna go chill, and thanks y'all for coming in, hanging out with me, and see what we do. I know it's been a while since I've been on here because I've been trying to do my book. Matter of fact, speaking about that, y'all, it's almost 11 o'clock here now. It's 11 p right now, so yeah, I'm gonna take a time out. But I was gonna do some more of my book tonight. Maybe I might do it. It depends. Because I'm not really sleepy yet. So I took a nap before I came in here a couple hours ago. As soon as I got on, I had just woke up. So I might just go ahead and do some more work on the book. Those ideas that I had mentioned earlier. Color code the left hand to a different color, and then the right hand
will be a different color code for the chords on the piano chart. So I don't know. Let's see. I might do it tonight. Maybe not. I don't really actually feel like it, but I'm probably gonna go over there and watch me some Netflix. Some Netflix. Anyway, sorry y'all. I wasn't looking up here, paying attention to you guys and not like that. And I don't mean to be rude or nothing like that. I got carried away. So last time somebody said, "Hey man, you turn around and look and start talking to us." All right, so let me talk to y'all real quick. It's 11 p. California time. That's where I'm from. And let me see, can I see anything? I'm not gonna be able to do no requests for songs and stuff like that because um I'm trying to get myself together here. But I do appreciate everybody on here. Do 100% appreciate everybody who's come in to hang out with me over here at TikTok. And those who purchase my book, the ones who do want to know how you get it, you can go to Amazon. All right, snap in on Amazon and type in Play by Sight. Okay, snap in type in Play by Sight, PLAY, play. By, excuse me, BY, and Sight. Look at my phone is trying to listen to everything I'm saying. Sneaky listening. My phone was Siri or whoever was trying to listen. Somebody trying to listen. Y'all seen that? It was lighting up. It was trying to listen. Site SIGHT, not SI SITE. It's not that one. It's Play by Sight. Or you can type in my name, Andre Clark, ANDRE Clark, CLARK, and it would take you right directly to Amazon. Did it just die? Oh, I thought it died on me already. That's weird though. This thing is crazy. It said it was charging my phone up, and it killed my phone. What's this thing at? Why is it doing that? That's what I'm actually wondering. Why did this charger? I'm trying to figure this out, man. This is dumb. This makes no sense. See, now it's saying it's powering it up 1%. But why is it killing? Like died. Like it just like went right into the red. I don't get it. And it's been on this whole time since I've been videoing, and this thing should have been fully green. I don't get it. Anyway, go to Amazon. I'm going to Amazon now as we go. And just type in my name, Andre. Right now, all I had to do is press in Play by Sight, and it got my name behind it. And then boom, you'll see my 2 books. Play by Sight 1, the top one, and Play by Sight number 2. Play by Sight number 1, YouTube, and Play by Sight number 2. In fact, actually, I got the Play by Sight 1 book here with me, edition number 1, and then also edition number 2. All right, so there it is. There you just place your orders in, and the Play by Sight number 1 went out last month like bananas, y'all. I'm like bananas. I was like, oh my god. And Play by Sight 2 was falling behind, but because I understand some people may not want be able to afford both books, and I get it. I understand respectfully. But for those ones who did get your books, both books, you already know it's gonna be dope. But for those who will get your second book, you already know. When you get the second book, you already know it's gonna be fire on the second book as well. For those who was able to afford to get both books at once, and then if the ones who got your book, one book at one time, that's okay too. So don't trip, because I know you're gonna get the other one, and you're gonna be dope with the other chords too as well. Another thing too, while I got y'all, you can also shop at my store. I have an Amazon storefront, and while you on the Amazon, all you do is click onto my name, or actually any one of my books, and you just scroll down. I can't see upside down. I might get vertigo, so sorry, I'll have to turn this way. I might pass out. I get very vertigo. like I told you, I've been sick for a bit, so I might end up getting vertigo and fall out. And I don't want to fall out on video. All right, and you just scroll down until you see my name again. I'm gonna scroll down till you see my name. So how you do that is when you go to Amazon, type in the name of my book, Play by Sight. Click onto the book. Okay, scroll down until you see my name again, and it should pop up. Oops, after these other guys right here, there's other people who have storefronts, and you'll see my name again. All right, my name again, and you just click onto it one more time, and then you're gonna see a little box with an arrow, and then it's gonna say something right next to it. It says follow. That's my store. Click on follow, and you can shop at any items that's in my store front. I got so much stuff in here. I don't even remember. I lost my count of items that I have in the store right now. I had to go and actually, matter of fact, let me see, can I do it? My count now, because I lost track of my count of items that I actually had in. The last time when I checked was about a month ago and a half, I had 1,700 items in the store. It took me 5 days to get all that stuff in the store. So I had since then have put more items in the store. So let me see. I have to go into my internet. Now I have to go to my direct store right quick. And so I have to go online. So now this is my direct store. And then click on create. And let me look at my list. Actually, no, I don't need to look at the list. No, wait. I forgot how to do it. Hold up. Is it the list? I think it's the list. And then product. Yes. So then I look at my list. I go to product. And then it lets me know I have 147 items. I have 67 items. 4 items. 2, 44, 76. Y'all know how to count. 2 items, 51 items, 50 items, 35 items, 2 items, 94 items. Y'all keep up with me. 18 items. Somebody do the numbers for me. 14 items, 90 items, 23, 50, 49, 45, 25. Y'all keeping up with me. Somebody do the numbers for me. 24 items, another 24, another 25, another 49, 30, 72, 15, 4, 8, 24, 18, 99, 31, 25, 7, 2, 25, 1, 87, 89, 50, 52, 6, 136, 104, 18, 30, 36, 25, 9, 137. Y'all keeping up with the numbers? Because I done lost track already. 35, 3, 62, 40, 40, 40, 40, 134, 80, 10, 104. Oh no, 105. Anybody kept up with the numbers? Because I lost it. Anyways, so when the last time I had uploaded, that was about a month and a half ago, I was around about 1,700 items in my storefront. So I may have now probably over close to 2,000. It could be more than that. I lost count. So, and then now I have, go to my product again. Let's go to browse history. And then I have since then, I don't know, since then had added some more items to go into my store. I just haven't uploaded it to go and drop them in the store permanently yet. Yeah, because I've been busy working on my book. Then I haven't put the rest of these items in the store as of not yet. So, I'll probably try to do some of this tomorrow, hopefully. So I've been busy, y'all. But definitely I will be definitely going back to my practicing and getting my my spirit back together and practicing like a crazy man as I was before I got sick. Hopefully I don't get sick again. and land myself in the hospital again. But anyways, I am recovering from valley fever. In case those are wondering, what you ill with? Yeah, valley fever was the thing that almost killed me. Basically, almost was gonna try to take me out. So luckily, the doctors were able to figure out what was happening with me, and yeah, and I would say temporarily. That's the word I would say temporarily, but we believe that God gonna remove this thing permanently. But you know they give these medications saying that oh this medication is gonna cure you from it. But I've heard other people who have family members and friends and loved ones who have had it and never was able to get rid of it. And then I've had some who said yes, their family members was able to beat this thing and win this illness over. And then I've had some people who friends and family members who actually didn't know that they had it and didn't realize that they had it until it was too late to aggressively treat it, and then they just died at the drop of a hat because they waited too long before they realized that they had it. And sometimes it's not the person's fault per se. I guess I would say that because that was me. Yeah, me. Yeah, me. Yeah. Because when it first happened to me, I just thought that it was something I could fix, something that I thought I can take and do to get well. And then, of course, you know, the wifey was like, "Bro, something major, seriously is happening to you right now. Like to a point where I couldn't talk, I couldn't walk, I was in massive pain, and unable to care for myself." And it all happened like that, like it just came from out of no man's land. And yes, the rapid, the rapid, I want to say the rapid, uh, deterioration was happening so fast and so quick that, yeah. So my wife was like, "That's not normal. That's what's going on with you. You're going to the hospital." And yeah, so I've been in the hospital 5 times. 5 times. That's a lot. And I ain't never been in a hospital in my life except for once when I was a baby coming out of my mama's womb. I made it into the hospital, never in my life. Ever. In all my life until 2023. And that was the first time I was like, this is crazy. 23, 2 times. 2004, twice. And 2005. I think 2005 I was hospitalized twice. In 2005, 6 times. Valley fever is no joke. It is nothing to play with if you don't get treated. So anyway, I'm sorry I went that route, but anyway, so thank you guys for coming hanging out with me to get my book. Put your hands on my play by sight book. I pretty appreciate you guys for hanging with me, keeping your prayers again. Yeah, you know, I'm able to walk, move my hands. I couldn't do none of that, like I said. My legs was dry, my scalp was dry, my forehead, my arms. It was my knees. Basically, for someone who might be trying to figure out what was I affected by, for me, the way it originally attacked me was my lungs. That was the first thing. It was attacking my lungs. I didn't know it was attacking my lungs. I actually thought that I was having a massive, what they call it, cramps in my side, in my back, and my side. But it was like, y'all see how sharp this is? Just imagine this be this long. Yeah. This is sharp but long, like a needle. And it was like somebody was shanking me and sticking this from my back through my chest. And the pain was from my chest to my back. Like someone was just doing this. Ugh, ugh, ugh. And the pain was way beyond words that I can't even explain. And actually basically putting me on the floor twice. When they put me on the floor twice, my wife was like, I ain't having it. Nope, you're going to the hospital, buddy, because this is not normal. But yeah, it was like a stabbing, sharp pain through my back to my chest. And then, of course, when I went to the hospital, they was like, oh, we think you your heart rhythm is off. And I'm like, or you may be having like a, not, they won't say the word heart attack, but it's I forgot the word they used for it. But they thought, of course, so they put me on the EKG, and I was having an irregular heart, something they call it. I forgot the word it was using, but that's what it wasn't that. And then the only reason why figured it out was the doctor then said, hey, well, maybe you might be having an issue with your gallbladder, so we're gonna do surgery. And I'm like, what? I'm like, I've never had nobody do no surgery on me ever in my life. And I'm thinking, man, no, doc. And even though I couldn't talk and I couldn't speak as much because the pain was so bad and so excruciating, a patient came in maybe like 10 minutes after they had brought me back. And I was on the EKG machine. But anyway, I seen this patient grabbing his back, both sides of his back, and he was screaming at the top of his lungs, and crying. And the doctor was like, man, what's going on? He was like, man, I'm in this pain. And he couldn't really talk. He was gasping for air. And I was doing all of that too, by the way. And it tripped me out. And I was like, wait a minute, hold on. And then I guess his loved one said, what is going on with him? And then they would say, well, he had an issue with his respiratory. And then he was finally able to say walking pneumonia or pneumonia in general. And then the doctor was like, oh, snap. Okay, all right, hold on. And you literally the man was in massive pain. And I was over there whining and crying and everything. I was whining and crying for him because I was like, he grabbing both his sides, his left side and his right side. And he's like, oh my God, it's stabbing me. It's like taking a long needle, this long, and it feel like somebody just shanking you. Yeah, from your back to your chest. And that's what he was grabbing, his back and his chest. Because the doctor thought he was having a heart attack and stuff, and he wasn't having that. Because they was going to move me out from doing the EKG and bring him in the room and swap me out. And then he finally was able to spit it out his mouth and say, look, it's walking pneumonia. I think I have walking pneumonia again. And then the doctor was like, oh, okay, all right. So then they dealt with him. The doctor came back and said, okay, hey, we ready to do this procedure on you. And I was like, hold on. I had my last little breath I had, y'all in me. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all, it was so painful. It was he was like, what's going on? I was like, because he really thought I was having a heart attack because I was grabbing my chest and my back, and I was and he was like, what's going on? And I was like, I think I got the same thing he got going on. What you mean? He's like, what you mean? How you know? And then I remember having this same situation about 15 years earlier, or 7. Actually, we in 26 now. Now we in 26 now. But back then it was 23 when this happened. So it was actually 17 years earlier. I will never forget it. You ever walking pneumonia and your respiratory go bad, and you can't breathe, and you have this massive pain in your lungs on both sides, you would not forget that pain. And then I started remembering, oh man, I have pneumonia again. And sure enough, they came and tested me for it. And sure enough, it was walking pneumonia. But they didn't know I had valley fever at the same time. That was the crazy thing. And I think that guy had valley fever and pneumonia too at the same time. Because that is very extremely painful. The worst pain on the planet. At least from my experience from life in general, from that's like taking a bunch of bullets and shooting you in the back, and somebody taking a knife and just stabbing you in the same spot over and over and over and over. And that's how it felt, like in the same spot, like a woodpecker just pecking at the and it wouldn't stop. Like no matter what I was taking, no matter Motrins, and no matter how high the Motrins was, nothing I was taking was stopping that pain. And matter of fact, actually, it was feeding it, actually. It was like fueling it, actually. And so then the doctor's like, yeah, the Motrin is not gonna stop that kind of pain. And I'm like, no, yeah, no kidding. I couldn't read the talk, y'all. I was like, my tongue, my mouth was just. I tried to do what they call mind over matter because the pain was so bad that you was like either you gonna pass out from the pain. That's pretty much where I was this close to passing out because of the pain was so severe that I was just be out. So he's like, all right. So they did that blood lab on me, came back, sure enough, positive with pneumonia. But I don't they didn't know I had valley fever at the same time. But neither did I at the same because the only reason why we found out was when they hospitalized me for 4 days, but within that 2 days span, I lost appetite. I couldn't eat nothing. My everybody was bringing food to me. I could not eat. Drinking something, liquid stuff, I was fine with that. I had no appetite whatsoever. Of course, you already know I'm a small dude, so for me to be trying to lose weight was not a good thing for me, basically, for my size. But yeah, I need to lose the tummy. But anyways, yeah. So I started losing appetite, and then of course, doctor was like, "Yo, you need to go home and take some antibiotics, and then you'll be okay after 7 days." I got 10 times, well, I want to say 3 times worse than when they released me for like 2 days in. And then my wife kept saying, "You need to go back." And I was like, "Oh, okay, let me keep trying. Let's keep trying antibiotics." And then it became probably like on the third or fourth day in that field area, I couldn't get out the bed. Then that's when my wife said, "Uh-oh, something serious going on," because I should have gotten better from the medication that I was on for the antibiotics. Instead of that, it was fueling what I had that I didn't know I had at the time. So then my wife was like, "You're going back." So of course everybody had to come over here and get me and put me in the car and get me to the hospital. And at this point, I really actually, for sure, knew I was going to die at this point because I was so weak and lethargic. I'm how my wife said lethargic. I wasn't responding, and then he was like, "Wake up, Andre!" I could hear people, but they sounded like they was 10,000 miles away, and I was fading off. And then it was like, "Nope, you come in and eat." Yeah. So they hospitalized me again, and then 3 days in, they went ahead and actually they immediately tested me for another infection, which they found another respiratory doctor came in and said, "I think I know what you got going on." And at this point, I didn't know what to say because I couldn't talk. And he's like, "You have belly fever. I know this is what it is because you're not eating. And you have this massive pain." And what happened, y'all, was it was messing with my lungs in the beginning, and then later on, 6 months later, it attacked my lower spine on my back. That was a whole nother ball game there too. So anyway, before that, they went ahead and put me in the hospital and treated me for valley fever and pneumonia. And then because I couldn't eat, and it was terrible. It was the worst. And then yeah, I spent the whole rest of the year, a whole rest of the month of December at home. After I stayed in the hospital for nearly 4 days the first time in November, and then I think it was 11 days or 12 days in November when I had to hospitalize one more time, and then the whole month of December and half of December, January of 2024 at the house, and then I finally went back to work half of February, the second part of February, and then all of a sudden I was fine. All of a sudden I was like a new man, so to speak. But then here comes August, 6 months later, the valley fever had moved from my lungs to my lower spine to my back and started attacking my lower spine, causing me to be temporarily paralyzed from hip down. And that was the worst pain on the planet. Like, oh my God. So Anyway, my honey just pulled up. Let me go greet her, and I'll holler at y'all later. Y'all have a good night, morning, day, and keep praying for me. And we'll come back for another live stream another time. Yep, she's pulling up now. Let me see. Get the garage door open for her. Got that, yeah, got that little app to open up the garage. She opened it already? Oh, it's already open. Oh, she already opened it. Wait, is it closed or open? 20 seconds, 28 seconds. Okay, she just opened it already. She can't make up her mind. She gonna pull in or back in. Oh, she tired. All right, y'all. She done worked overtime. So I'll catch y'all later. Love y'all and peace and grease.